This is Morgan here with Take Notes Entertainment on our current segment on Sidewalk Etiquette. There's nothing more exasperating than having a family of 5 decide they can take up the whole sidewalk like they're in Disney World. So hopefully we'll catch some perpetrators in the act and set them straight today. This is Morgan here with my new friend, Dave. Dave looks like a pretty cool, pretty nice guy, but I feel like maybe you perpetrated a couple of times walking on the sidewalk.
Am I?
I don't know, you tell me. So it's 6 p.m., you're off of work, you have 20 bags. Where do you walk?
Well, I'm just in the city for tonight.
Oh, so you're probably a victim of sidewalk poorly executed etiquette. You been stepped on yet?
No, I have not been stepped on yet.
You been shoulder checked yet?
No, not at all.
Anybody hit you with their bag?
No.
Clearly he's gonna make it out alive. But just in case, always shoulder check back, stay to the side, and please don't have a family reunion in the middle of the street. What do you think is the perfect way to walk down the sidewalk in New York?
As fast as you possibly can.
Agreed. And on the side, what is the thing that makes you the most annoyed when you're walking down the street?
Those tourists who come to a dead halt right in front of you, they're horrible. They should be banned.
I think they should be banned too.
The best way to deal with those kind of people is you need to know how to separate them so that you don't have to step out into traffic and get run over by a bus just because those people from Kansas don't know how to walk in New York. So that's why if you carry one of these, you can accidentally right in the shins, and they will stop and move aside, and you can just proceed.
If you see her walking down the street, you better get to the side.
People not realizing that there's someone walking behind you. So if you're walking and someone's in front of you, they always seem to move over and drift and be very lackadaisical and not realize that there's people who are rushing or trying to get somewhere. So trying to kind of fight through the traffic that's on the sidewalks is very frustrating. You gotta throw some elbows sometimes.
What is your biggest sidewalk pet peeve?
I guess it's when people stop directly in front of you in the middle of the sidewalk to check their phone or do something like that. As far as I know, not only is that a safety hazard for yourself, but for the other person behind you. I mean, think about the street. What you're supposed to do is go to the nearest corner and side and do any like rifling there. That's like the biggest pet peeve I've had. Yeah.
I definitely agree with that. So how do you remedy that? Like, you have to get somewhere, there's 38 and a half people standing on the sidewalk on their cell phones, in the middle, holding hands, locked, not moving. How do you get to where you need to be without catching a felony?
Oh man, well, it's a shock because I usually have to like stop before I crash into them. Then I have to do this whole big loop around them, then take myself into the street and go off, and it's just a real irritation unless I've had my coffee.
Totally agree. Caffeine helps you not be as cranky with the sidewalk etiquette perpetrators. This is Morgan and Vivian, and hopefully you survive your next walk in New York. I'm here with James, and who are these two cuties below me?
Oliver and Sophia.
Oh, Oliver and Sophia. They're so cute and well behaved. Now,
For the most part.
for the most part?
For the most part.
Now, tell me what it's like walking these two cuties in the city on the sidewalk.
It's great. It's great. As long as you oblige by the rules, always bear to the right, keep your dogs curbed, and keep it moving, it's usually fine.
Now, can you explain to me why you can walk your two dogs on the side of the street, but people can't walk their children and families on the side of the sidewalk?
For the most part, because they're too busy texting or checking their cell phones or, updating their Facebook status, something like that.
Yeah, I completely agree. So if James can walk, Oliver, and what's the other one?
Sophia.
And Sophia on the side of the street, then you can walk your little Olivers and Sophias on the side of the street too.
Absolutely.